Hi, Westward, we're in the building. Yes. So if you do not know, my name is Sharnae Brown. I am the Chief Education Officer for the City of Newark. Our office very specifically is called the Office of Comprehensive Community Education, and the short name is OCCE. And we're here as one of the facilitators of the Newark Reads Literacy Coalition. Can we just clap it up for the Newark Literacy Coalition? But before I do that, I just want to welcome everyone on behalf of the mayor. And this is one of his passions, right? Before I actually took the job at the city, I was an educator, and so was he. I always tell people, remind him, he has a long history as an educator. He was an elementary school teacher, he was a vice principal, a principal, and all of his career was in Newark Public Schools. And so he is passionate about education, and we talking about test scores and literacy. I'm also a longtime educator, so this is our work. It never leaves you, even though you leave the position. Am I right, Dr. Griffin? Yes. Right, we have other seasons. Let's give it up for Dr. Griffin, seasoned educators. You are teachers by trade. You know your kids can do it because you actually spent your entire career doing it. And even though you're in another capacity, you know that you have to get involved in this fight in order to help our next generation of babies. I always tell people I was born and raised in Newark, grew up in Newark, Madison Avenue School, Maple Avenue School, Wheatway High School. Woo-woo. Yeah, okay, we got one, right? But it's because of our education, and I also have to give credit to my mother, right, who was my first literacy teacher. She used to give us vocabulary words. And so we can do this, y'all, right? Our kids do not have to be struggling, and we do not have to have people who think that our kids can't do it, because I know this room are filled with not just believers, but doers. Amen. 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 And so I want to thank, before we get into the nitty gritty, can we thank UVSO and ask Christopher Key to come? And we thank you for hosting. No, he's not coming. He's waving. Let's give him a big wave. Thank you. Isn't this space beautiful? I mean, look at this monitor. I mean, come on. This is a partner. UVSO is a part of our literacy coalition. They just joined and they're passionate. So we're thanking Arthur McAbee, the CEO, for saying yes to the Literacy Coalition. And there's so many great people in this room who you will meet in a second. And so we just want to extend a thank you to UVSO for hosting. And so we just say thank you. And I know you have also your site director here. I just want, what's your name?
Terry Hobscomb.
Let's give it up for Terry Hobscomb, also one of the site directors for UVSO. So we're just saying thank you. So engage me for about 60 seconds for probably the most boring part of this, but I have to give you the background of the Literacy Coalition. Is that all right?
Yes.
All right. So basically, let me see if this is going to work with me. So basically, the North Literacy Coalition started maybe about 6 or 7 years ago. And what it was is a Panasonic and Newark Board of Education, a Newark Public Library, and the mayor's office, the city of Newark, and at the time, the chief education officer that was in my position, started the North Literacy Coalition, and it really had 3 pillars: to deal with adult literacy, to promote the mayor's book club, and to just kind of do literacy things around and in partnership. Out of that is the Mayor's Book Club, which we know about, and trust me, if you haven't signed up for the Mayor's Book Club, you got 3 places to get the new read. If we are strangers, we were strangers once too. It was written by Newark students. Let's give it up. Our kids are writers. I read it cover to cover. Let me tell you something. This was one of the best memoirs, and they basically share their migration story. It is a page turner. And I'm so proud because that's what this is about. It's about getting our kids literate, not so they can pass some tests. That is not our goal. It's a byproduct, but it's not our goal. Our goal is our kids are meant to be writers, right? They're meant to be literacy giants, right? And we're just laying a solid foundation because we are not going to hinder any baby from becoming what God called them to become. Amen. Amen. And so the North Literacy Coalition started then, and since we have entered into what we're calling the urgent literacy crisis, the North Literacy Coalition has changed. A year ago, the mayor actually convened some thought leaders around the community, the Brain Trust for Urgent Literacy Crisis, and said, we need help. Our literacy scores are looking terrible and our kids are better than that. What should we do? And from that, they created the 10-point literacy plan. So make sure you all have a copy of the 10-point literacy plan. They're all over. But it's also important that if you interface with parents and families that you give them, because it arms them with information. What should communities do? What should parents do? What should schools do? And sometimes you ever, as a parent, go to the schools and you don't really know what to ask, what to do. We want the 10-point literacy plan and the work that we do in the Literacy Coalition to empower parents to say, well, what is my kid's reading level? And do you have high dosage tutoring? And start throwing around words and get them real scared, right? All right, yes. We have some other words we're teaching you. We have some great people in New Jersey. Paula White is in the audience that's going to be talking about some legislation in New Jersey. We are going to be armed and informed. And that's what these literacy town halls are about. But the Literacy Coalition has changed, and their new mission, these are some of our partners. Wait a minute, I'm sorry. I had to get used to this, right? These are some of our partners, and there are many more. Like I don't see Southward Promise up here, but I'm going to make sure I update that. But we have many more Literacy Coalition. These are the people who are armed and now are part of the new iteration of the #Nork Reads Literacy Coalition. And one of the things when we were creating our mission statement is we were feeling that we basically said we're for families and wanted families, but we felt that we weren't really going in the community. And the Literacy Coalition was our first attempt as a collective coalition to say, how are we engaging the community around this urgent crisis? If this were public safety and we said it's a crisis, we would be in every ward. So if we're saying literacy is a crisis, where are we? And so here we are, and I'm telling you, our partners in a room, I know a majority of us are the partners, but let's clap it up for one another. You can read this mission statement, but I am charged to just really talk about it. But the North Literacy Coalition is composed of literacy advocates who want to improve the educational outcomes of vulnerable populations. Our mission is to ensure future generation of students are equipped with early foundational skills they need to succeed and inspire, and this is Lucy's favorite word, a joy of reading. Everybody say joy. Joy. A joy of reading that spans a lifetime, right? The coalition is driven to impact all NORC students for academic success, and we believe by building a coalition and fostering long-term partnerships, we can sustain literacy initiatives over time and create a lasting impact. And this is really about sustainability, right? This is about how can we arm families that we not need to have a crisis or have to kind of do interventions like this. The North Literacy Coalition, I already said that, so I'm going to jump down because we already talked about that. I'm going to go to the last sentences. We use our diverse collective efforts and coordinated strengths to promote literacy, stories, knowledge, and learning for residents spanning from the unborn child to the seasoned senior. We provide comprehensive resources and information to foster a love of reading and to build a community of avid readers. Come on, that's a nice mission statement. Yes. And if you want to know who they are, we're going to invite the North Literacy Coalition to come on up and share their organization and their names, and then we're going to move right into the program. Okay, sounds good? All right, come on, North Literacy Coalition, come on up and introduce yourself. Come on, just come on up, don't worry. You're going to get your seats back, come on. Barbara, you're in the coalition, come on. Don't get nervous now. I'm not sure the mic is going to stretch, but we'll project. Use our teacher voice. There we go. Just tell us your name and the organization that you represent. And you want to give one short sentence, the shortest sentence on why you think this coalition is important. Okay, sounds good?
Hi, good morning. My name is Katina Leak, community organizer with the Urban League of Essex County. Happy to partner with the North Coalition. The Urban League of Essex County is in early stages of building a literacy center to help partner and combat against the crisis that we have with our youth. And we are happy to be here and work with you all today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Alina Minity. I am the Director of Community Engagement for United Community Corporation. We are a part of the coalition because there's nothing more important than our community members.
Hello everyone, my name is Catherine Plymell. I'm the Chief Operating Officer for the Boys and Girls Club of Newark, and we are just really excited to always partner. Literacy is very important to us, and as the same with the mission statement, our goal is really to spark that joy and love for reading throughout an entire lifetime.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Deepa Srinivasavardhan. I'm here from SPAN Parent Advocacy Network. It is a one-stop for families, so we're an organization, family-led organization for families. Most of our staff are parents or caregivers and have the lived experience. So we're here to support you all with your with any questions you may have related to literacy, child development, any other needs that you may have for your child and family. IEPs, IEPs are individual educational plans, so whatever questions you have, we're one stop, so feel free to call us. And I'm happy to be here.
Good morning, Chanel Dunn's Roots and Bridges. I'm here because literacy is life.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Taina Perez, and I'm the Executive Director of Teach for America. We're here because the literacy crisis is rampant throughout the country, but we know that the work that the Literacy Coalition is doing under the leadership of Dr. Brown and Mayor Baraka is going to set the tone for the rest of the country around how we wrap our arms around all of our kids to make sure that they are excellent readers that are going to be the leaders of tomorrow.
Hi, my name is Alizette. I am here on behalf of Programs for Parents. I'm a resource and referral specialist. And we, as Essex County's Child Care Resource and Referral Agency, we pride ourselves on being able to provide information like this, specifically because you are the community that we're serving. So, this is why we're here, and we're excited to be here today.
Hi, I'm Paula White. I'm the Executive Director of Jersey Can. Jersey Can is an organization as a policy and advocacy organization. And we have one goal. We want every child in the state of New Jersey to have access to a high quality education, regardless of their zip code or anything else about them that you can think of. And we're here today for two reasons. One, because the Black community, Black people, are the only people in America where there were laws that prohibited us from being able to read. And so when you think about the implications of that, you get goosebumps, right? And so that's the first reason. And the second reason I'm here is because I said we are concerned about policy. And so usually when you're concerned about policy, you think the win is when you get behind the governor and you sign the legislation, everybody look cute and everything like that. And that's great, but that's the beginning of another process, which is to make sure that it gets to our children and that it's translated in every single classroom in the state. And so that's why I'm here to do my part.
Thank you.
Barbara Martinez, I'm with the New Jersey Children's Foundation, and also we have an organization called My Schools Newark, which is a website that is available to everyone that lists all the schools in Newark, public district schools, charter schools, county schools, private schools, all the pre-K all the way to 12th grade. because we want to help families get educated about schools and what's out there. Me having been born and raised in Newark and learning English in the schools, I know how powerful it is to be able to read in another language and learn a new language. So we are at the front lines. There's a lot of work to be done, and I feel so great to be among these powerful women. We know we can get this done. We know other places around the country have gotten it done. There is no reason why we can't have all of our kids reading at high levels and ruling the world, because we need that right now.
Yes.
Good morning. I'm Paula Barada. I'm Chief Librarian for Programs and Outreach with the Newark Public Library. And I'm here because the library is not just the books on the shelves anymore. We have a wealth of resources that will help and enhance reading and learning. Part of our mission is lifelong learning. We have online databases that people can access. And the best part about the Newark Public Library is that everything is free. And we no longer charge overdue fines.
Good morning. My name is Jamila Lewis-Vigard. I'm the Director of Community Engagement for Southport Promise Neighborhood, an initiative of BRIC. We support families from pre-cradle to career in health, education, and economic mobility. And when I think about literacy, the first thing that came to my mind was mobility. We can't move if we can't read. We can't move if we can't count. We can't move if we don't know just the basic things. So, thank you for having us.
All right, we're going to jump right into the program. We thought that we've already done the Central Ward. This is our second literacy town hall. Our next one is in the North Ward on August 23rd. So please, let's make sure we get the word out and we fill seats, right? We need to get all these resources to people. We thought, in kind of reflection on our last one, how can we put parents front and center? So we have a quick forum where we invite some parents to have a discussion around literacy, and we are here to listen to the experts, right? Listen to the communities that's actually out there. This section is going to be moderated from Chanel. Chanel Dunn, come on up here. She's going to be our moderator. And we are going to invite our parents, Sevilla, Folletta, and Kelly, to come on up. And they are graduates from the Parent Mentor program from Rutgers. This is PMA, and this is from Rutgers Joseph Cornwell Center, who created this program, and the leaders are Ahmad Watson and Marcus Anthony, and we thank you guys.
I'm just going to take a point of privilege since I was asked to facilitate. I'm happy to have you ladies in the room to have this conversation, but I do notice one brother in the room. And I said earlier, I wish there was a male perspective here. So I don't know if you're a parent, an uncle, a mentor, if you would like to lend your voice to this discussion. We don't bite, and it's not hard. Come on. So come in. Yes.
All right.
Hello, I'm Mukhtar El-Amin.
So thank you all for being here, and just by way of reintroductions, my name is Chanel Duns. I run an organization called Roots and Bridges here in the city of Newark, and to simplify it is I make connections and I solve your problems. So the fancy word around mostly what I do is cultural landscape coaching around education and politics. But I've been in this political and educational landscape for a number of years. I am a parent of 5 children. They're all adults now, hallelujah, and 3 grandsons. So I'm still involved. And even if I had no children, the importance of being in a community is being a community and taking care of our own, our children, our neighbors' children, and so forth and so on. So that's who I am. I'm going to pass the microphone to my right so Sevilla can begin her introduction of who she is.
Good morning. My name is Sevilla Sumler, and first and foremost, I am a parent. My son is grown now, he's 28, but I have 2 grandkids that I have custody of. They are 9 and 7, so and it just like the rest of us need to be in it too. I first got started through this with Rutgers program. Rutgers have a program called the Parents Mentor Academy, and if I could say first, I kind of didn't think that I probably would want to work with children, just jitters myself. But once I got involved with that, I surprised myself. I can't really get enough of it. It's so needed. The community is so needed. So from there, I've been networking from the Parent Mentor Program, and then I was introduced to My Brother's Keeper, and they had us do a 8-month program, just one Thursday a month, and they was telling us all about literacy and how to help us help the kids inside the classroom. I found that very informational. From that program also, then now I'm a part of an organization called PAWS New Jersey, which me and Folletta joined with that one. That's Parents United for the local school education of PAWS New Jersey. From there also we was introduced to Reading Partners. But on my journey with networking with a lot of people, I see that everything that we go into is all them programs I just named, they surrounded in literacy. And then it's just something that just clicked in my head. I'm like, it is a real need for this stuff. And I'm just happy to be in a fight to march for our children, because I say it once, I say it so many times. If we as a people, each one of us in here, we are the community. You alone are the community. If we don't stand for something, we'll fall for anything. We will fall for anything, this Trump administration, everything. So I'll be happy to meet people like all of us in a room, and it gives me more drive to continue to move forward. It seems a little overwhelming, but we cannot stop. We can't stop. And I hope we all be in this together. And then with us being here, sometimes it feel like the numbers be so small. We can't let that bother us, because it's power in numbers. And each one of us that's here, we go talk and we laugh with our friends and our family. We need to get them together and say, come on with me. Come with me here. Us, each one of us here, we could bring a couple of people and let them hear, but they probably just hearing it on a whim. But when they see how real it is, even my grandson, he's going to the 4th grade. He struggles a little in comprehension. Like they say, when you from birth to 3rd grade, you're learning how to read, and from there beyond, you reading to learn. And if they didn't learn how to read, that's where the struggle comes in right there. So we got to be more in tune with our kids, and with all of us together, we can do that. Like Dr. Shanae Brown said, we can do it. If you're just changing one person or one kid's life, that is a giant step right there. We can't look at it and say, oh, it's nothing happening. It may feel that way, but it's a lot happening. So please continue to stay and stand strong with us, each one of us together.
So Sevilla trying to answer all my questions.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna stick to our 30-second elevator pitch.
You should have told me. And I see Miss Jamila Ridget. I stay getting emails from her on the South Fork. My email be filled up with that, and I would like to leave my email with everybody here. When we don't know, a lot of things is because people just don't know. Right. But I know a lot because of when I go places, I put my email down. And I don't be knowing it except just that email that came through. So I would love to put my email with every organization before we leave here today.
That's it.
This was just your introduction.
I know.
Good morning. Good
Your
morning.
30-second elevator.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Folletta Simpson. I'm here because I believe that we really have to stick together. We are in a crisis. I've had my first child at 40. I was like, oh, those are those people's problems. that person's problem. But now that I have Cindy, I know it's everybody's problem. You know, I'm really terrified for us. We just have to stick together and let our kids see us reading. I think a lot of times we down like this, but we need to be down like this with a book.
That's right.
I'm learning that really, really seriously because I spent a lot of money on trying to get ABC Mouse for Cindy. Then I paid money for her to read at Seton Hall, you know, with that program. They had the reading program and wasted all that money because she learned on her own pace. I didn't know that. People learn differently. I never knew that. You know, kids open your eye. Oh my God. You know, I wish I would have had it when I was like 25 or something, you know, because I'm just learning new stuff every day. Oh, Lord, help us.
She modeled the behavior.
I'll give you 10 seconds. I'm a little nervous. Hi, my name is Kelly Valle. I started with a program with parents. Anthony I was helping at a, oh my God. I was helping at a flea market for Benjamin Franklin, and he saw me pull up the tables and helping out. So he's like, I need you in my team. So I started a program for parents because it helps me with my son's education. So from that, I'm seeing it first on hand, and it just introduced me to new ways of teaching him. And I really do appreciate that.
Amen.
Peace and blessings. My name is Muta El Amin. I am a children's book author. I grew up in the West Ward of Newark, and what I realized about early childhood literacy is if you do not put the time in, the results will show. So one of my things when approaching early childhood literacy is let me produce, let me add on, let me bring something positive to the arena, and then start to get in people's lives, parents' lives, schools' lives.
So in working in, all of us, we have worked in this space in Newark, working in this Newark space, we understand that we may not all agree on how to get there, but we all agree on there's a need to get there, right? And so from your perspectives as a parent, like, why is literacy important to you from your perspective?
Well, as I just stated, because first you got to learn to read, and then after that, you're supposed to know how to do that already, and then going when you're in the bigger grades, you reading to learn, and that's why it's real important. Because even in 5th grade, 7th grade, our kids they are really struggling because they didn't learn what they should have learned from pre-K to up until 3rd grade at least. That's why it's real important. And like Muta just said, you have to stay up on it with them. At first, you know, we got to be more involved as parents because it started at home, and we can't just send you to school and just leave it all on the teachers and stuff. Right. And if I could be guilty and admit it, you know, growing up with my son, I only have one. He's 28 now, but now I got my grandkids. It's like you knew better, you do better. Now I know better. Yeah. So when my son, sad to admit, when he would go to school and he would come home and I would help him. Of course I'm gonna help him, but I was one of the ones that he'd say a little thing, and sometimes a lot of the parents didn't even know. The parents are struggling too. They can't even help their kids. Not that I couldn't help them, but I was one of the ones. I just have to be honest. Did you listen to the teacher today in school? Well, you should have paid attention. But I gotta admit that because a lot of us out there, we might not want to admit it, but that's how these kids are learning. They just go to school, they got 0 from home. But I mean literally 0. That produces a really large gap in itself right there.
So I'm not going to pass the mic to everyone. I kind of want this conversation to be more organic, like jump in if you feel something pressing that you want to respond to. And then for the audience as well, if there's something pressing that you may want to add value to, then please feel free. This definitely interactive conversation. But you said something important, Sevilla, about being involved. What are some ways that parents can be more involved as in a more wholesome way with community, schools, to support literacy in your home with your child? What are some ways that you can be more involved as parents?
As a parent, you should attend the school's meetings, try to apply for any help with, hold on, I wrote it down. Some schools do family literacy nights, fun, interactive, to help the parents come to school and learn about it. Other schools does free libraries where they set up like little books and so they could read to their kids, things like that.
Peace and blessings. One of the things I've learned is intentionality. So being intentional about your child's time. So my kids, I realize that my kids, they're going to be who they are. So they're going to do what they want to do. But realizing that they have to have some development time. So sitting them down saying, all right, I'm going to take time out my phone time because I might be scrolling and I might be busy doing this or a phone call or a meeting or a Zoom call, and say, all right, well, 7:30 p.m. till 8 o'clock p.m., me and my child is going to have intentional engagement behind literacy.
Yes, yes.
Yes, I have to put an amen on that because I found out in the school, like I said, well, so-and-so, what did you do last night when you guys were eating at the table? Oh, Miss Simpson, we don't eat at the table. Uh-oh, that's another one of our problems. Because I remember when I was coming up, we used to eat at the table and talk, look at each other. Well, what happened? That's another thing I think we really have to focus on, us realizing that we have to set the example. And sitting at the table is so important. Even me and Cindy, even though it's only us two, we have a table right in the living room, with books on it when we're eating. We're going on, what did you learn and what did you do? So I believe that, yes, that family engagement with each other, just a little time. It's only half an hour eating, but it really lets me know who Cindy is. Because, a lot of times we don't know our children. We don't know if we're raising a rapist, a murderer, a president, So maybe if we sit down with them while we're eating, maybe we can learn who they are. Who are you?
Yes,
The teachers know Cindy one way. I know Cindy another way. Her father know her this third way. So I don't know what book I'm writing. But hopefully it'll be a good book. That's all I can say.
Back off of what she said, my mother used to say, you don't know me, you know of me.
Right.
So it's true.
So we always talk about, and so I'm probably going a little off script here, but that's your fault. No, we always talk about the things that are not working well, right? In everything, in school, at home, these kids now are just a different breed. Everything is wrong, right? What are some of the things that we can share with the group that are going well, right, for our children? Even if it's something that you're doing at home with your children, something that you've noticed and one of the organizations here or another organization does well that you can share with others. An idea that you may have, any idea that you may have that might go well. Like, let's talk about some of the things that are actually going well, because we can have a slew of problems, but it's going to be nothing if we don't talk about some of the solutions. What are some of the things that you know of that's going on? For me, my children are adults now. I have 3 grandchildren, 14, 13, and one will be 6. And so I think I said this on another panel somewhere else. The 14-year-old is an avid reader. He'll read anything all day, all night, whatever. The middle one is kind of like a barter system. You can't get on the game until you read for me for 20 minutes. You can't, I'm not going to give you $1 to go get snacks. If I'm not going to do it. But then the little one, Generation Alpha, is more like, why do I need to read? Right? He can talk to text to me. He can tell me don't type back. They call me mommy because clearly I'm too young to be someone's grandmother. He'll talk to text to me and say, don't type back. Speak it. That way his mother won't have to get involved to read to him. He doesn't have to read. So how do you then, this is the evolution of the world, right? So with him, it's that barter system again. No, like we have to write these things. In order to write these things, you're going to have to know how to read these things. So if you're going to ask me for $1,000, that was the talk to text. He asked me for 1,000 monies is actually what he said. If you're going to ask me for 1,000 monies, you're going to have to type 1,000 monies and read it to me. So you have to, I'm finding creative ways. We all have to find fun, creative ways to keep them engaged. What are some of the fun, creative ways maybe you can keep kids engaged?
For my son, I have posters on the wall.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I have flashcards. He's 3, so we do fun things like paint, Play-Doh, just to keep him engaged. And then with the Play-Dohs, what color is this? I'm making a shape. What shape is this? So he's learning while he's playing. Right. So I think always keep them until let's have fun, but we're also learning.
Right. Henry, yeah.
This is a very interesting topic because I run a community center and one of the worst housing projects in Westwood, Bradley Courts. And what I've learned, the reward factor, if they know they're being favored, if they feel as though they're getting more attention, then they're likely to do. So we give out snacks and everything when the kids come in, and before they could go on the computers or before they can engage in their activities, all right, I need somebody to grab a book from the library. One person grab a book today and just read to everybody, and then we can start our day. And at first it was a hassle. First it was, what you Mr. Mutai, you want everybody to read a book, this and that, just let us go on. But after a while, I would give out, you can have a hat. You can have a sweatsuit. So little things that I pick up along the way, I would make sure to give that to the reader. And next thing you know, I'm reading today. And this tends the reward factor is very important.
That's right.
And getting back to that question you had asked before, what we see that the kids are doing good. Like, I'm very glad that my daughter wants to go to school every day. That really makes me happy because when I was 15, I was, I guess because my mother had to work, you were left alone, this and that. But with Cindy, she got somebody in her corner, so that really makes me feel good to know that she really wants to go to school every day. She doesn't this or that. And the school, it offers so much. That's another thing. Like, I think when she graduates, she'll have an associate. So she sees that that'll be less she has to pay. Already kids, that's bad. They don't even get to be children anymore. They're worrying about bills and stuff. Like, Mommy, I wish I could be 10 again. I'm like, gosh, you're only 15. Right. But I guess she figured 3 more years should be paying. That's sad. We didn't even think that far. Right. So, like I said, that is one thing that I am thankful for, that she does want to go to school every day.
So showing up. Like,
Showing
you can't learn if you're not showing up.
Yeah, because I'm surprised a lot of kids, I don't think they really play hooky anymore, do they? I'm not sure. They do? Oh, I didn't know.
One thing for me, like mine are 9 and 7. I find it that when you do things with them, the exact same thing they doing, opposed to telling them, okay, here, come on, do this. And then they ask you, but when my granddaughter, she has a IEP. So when I'm asking her to do things, it's like pulling tooth and nail. But I see that when I get down and I look at her and I say, well, I'm doing it too. Right. She drop everything, so to do it with them and not seem like it's like a punishment or to have that. That's one big plus for me. And even in the classroom, I see it with the children too. So when they see you doing, it's like, you read, I do it, now you do it. And then you always got to give them, like Mutai said, you got to give them some praise though. But to do it along with them, that boosts them up. That make them feel like they somebody too. Like they not just only being like that. So I say really get down and dirty with them, right with the word.
Everyone wants wants to be a part of impact and change, right? So we all are surrounded by a number of amazing people in this room that are part of the coalition. So the Newark Reads Literacy Coalition is a group that Dr. Brown spoke of that, we're doing the work, right? We're trying to do the work, and we can't do the work absent of you all, and we can't do the work absent of your children either. So what are some of the things that the coalition as a whole can do better, or probably take away or add to help you all help your children with literacy?
Well, I don't know everybody's hours, but I find a lot when we talking to other parents and stuff that they say, yeah, I want to do that, but I work. Understandable, we all gotta work, so some of the hours don't coincide with the parents working, so maybe they can make a little late hours for whatever programs that suit each parents and their children. Yes, because a lot of them will say, yeah, they would, but I get off of work at 5 or 6 o'clock, and now I can't. So that would be one extra thing for the coalition to think of.
I'm going to take a little privilege here too. Yep, I'm going to take a little privilege here too, because I feel like I'm an expert in this area. I can bring people out all day long, every day, right? And I think we have to be sensitive around the needs of the parents and the children. It helps. It goes a long way to have food when you're at these events, right? It goes a long way to, if it's an adult setting, to have a little childcare on the side if you need to. Bring your kids along. I would have been happy if the children were here today. They want to be, and include them in the conversation, right? Right. And the last tip I'm going to give is we have to stop calling on our parents when we need them to do something for us. We have to be more involved in what they need from us as opposed to what we need from them. So when we show parents and community and people that we care for more than just our issue as a group, then they are more likely to come and support our issue as a group.
Peace. I think at a time like right now, having competitions to bring attention towards literacy, things where we know to build off the reward thing. So if we have an award type of competition for literacy, where the reward is stimulate, and then you'll have people interested that normally wouldn't be interested, that normally doing something else, saying, well, they giving away such and such, so all I gotta do is read a couple books or write a couple stories. And I think that having competition, opening up different types of competition would definitely increase participation.
Incentivize everything. All right, so we're gonna start to wrap up. Last question, and again, you can give me your 10-second final thoughts. All right. 10 seconds. Do you think getting involved has made an impact in literacy? If so, why?
I do a great deal of it helps me even with my grandkids at home, and then in the classroom to help somebody else. And for the most part, we all it's like I said, it started at home, so it helps knowing all of this information to help my grandkids at home. And that's the number one spot first is at home. So yeah, it made a great impact helping me.
Yes, and mine's helped in the classroom because I see that some kids need different support. Like one kid, she didn't talk the whole first 5 months of school. Oh, Miss Simpson, she don't talk. Oh, she don't talk. But by me showing her empathy and keep going and going, good morning, how are you? Button up her shirt, help her do this. Finally, she started speaking, and she was good in math, reading. I was like, oh my God. But it was just that time that I took with her because, with all the teacher had to deal with this one, discipline, that one, that. But then sometimes you have to assist and pull them in, because you could just let the kids sit over there in the corner. But why do that when they have so much to offer? And I was just so happy that she started reading and showing me she knew how to do math. And oh God, I was just shocked. But it was nice that just me showing her that I cared, that she was someone, and she felt that. And then she was able to open up. Oh, Miss Simpson, you know she don't talk. I was like, she gotta talk. She's in school.
Right.
But it was beautiful that she felt that she could be comfortable with me, and it made me feel so big. I felt like a big shot.
You are a big shot. You are.
So for me, it helped in the classroom as well. I had a student just like that, very quiet. It helped them with their confidence. Just having them sound out a word and asking them to read this. How does this sound? And it just helps them build the confidence with friends and speaking in the classroom. It did help me with helping me with my son's education as well.
Peace. So I've been fortunate enough to be in a lot of classrooms as a result of being a best-selling author.
Okay.
And I love every time a parent comes up to me and say, well, my kid still reads your book. And you understand the impact that you're making, not just on whether you sell books, but on the lives around. And you're like, all right, this is what our kids need to see. They need to see an example of what success locally looks like.
Thank you all for lending your voice and your time to this panel. We can clearly see that you all are heavily involved in literacy and education. I implore you to not sit in the involvement stage and to move more into the engagement stage. We need you. Those are two different things. Involvement and engagement are two different things. We need people to be just like you, involved and engaged. So thank you all again for your time.
Let's give it up for our parents. Awesome. Woo! That was exciting, wasn't it? I mean, I took some great notes. I'm going to change things up. I'm going to be like Chanel and shake things up a little bit. How about that? But I just want to let the parents know that we mean it. We're listening. And I'm just going to read back some of the things that I heard from you, because this is a town hall, right, folks? We have to hear your voice. And so some of the things we talked about is intentional time, rewarding when teaching, family time, doing things with them, whatever that assignment is, partnering, sitting down. I love affirming them. That's my favorite. I mean, I just have to tell you, my daughter, she's at the language stage. All you hear back is affirmations. So that's, you know what I'm saying. And then there are some times when I'm looking off, she's like, are you okay? And the other day, she was doing something to me and it hurt a little. I said, hey, she said, it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. I said, who the mother? All right. But we have to. One of the things we talked about, I want to focus on this. Our kids are not being affirmed. Their confidence is in the mud. Why? I mean, it's just how we handle them. I use that word intentionally. Our kids are handled. And they're at the stage where they have to be loved. The family provides an education by making them feel safe, making them feel loved, making them feel belong, and build confidence. My two nieces, when they grow up, we used to go see their basketball games. Let me just be honest, and I know this is being filmed. They weren't that great at basketball. However, you cannot tell from us, right? And it was so funny that when my niece was graduating and going to college, now I had the nerve to ask her, I said, well, are you going to play basketball in college? Now, I work at a school. I know who's playing basketball in college. Right? The way she responded was not like, auntie, I don't really play basketball well. She was like, no, I'm not going to get into basketball. And I'm looking like, what? And so to me, it was powerful because it's about how families build your child's confidence. We have to have that grandma spirit where you believe, make them believe that they can do anything. So I really appreciate affirmation. And I'm going to keep going, though. I like this, Sevilla. Add your name to every mailing list. There's so many resources out there that we don't know of. Make things convenient for parents. If it's not convenient, you're not really wanting them to get involved. Competition, friendly competition, and I think that should be one of our objectives. I've been wanting a competition. I think the Newark Literacy Coalition can do it. Empathy, pull people in. Be friendly. Lucy, that reminds me of you. She's so good with that. Pull people in, be friendly, and build confidence. Let's give it up for this master list. I know, Coalition, I'm doing something a little different, but I think while we're getting parent feedback, I think this is the perfect time to do the survey. So I want us to pause a little bit. I want every Literacy Coalition member to be on a row, to adopt a row. I want you to pull out your books, and we're just going to have 10 minutes where we talk about the survey. Even if you don't, it's in your book, it says take survey. We want to capture all the great minds. Pick a row, come on, pick a survey. 10 minutes, I'm going to put on some music, put the food out. We're only doing surveys. We're going to, I'm going to act like Marvin Sapp. We're going to block the doors until the survey is done. Okay, just kidding. It's just kidding, I'm sorry. But please, survey time, let's capture this feedback. The parent panel just got me so motivated. Let's talk, and then we're going to switch up to some fun. We got some other we have 2 West Ward authors in the place. We didn't know about one, but we invited another. So right after that, we're going to get right into the business. And then we're definitely having our workshops. Don't worry, partners. We're going to hear us, but we're going to put it a little in a different time. All right, survey, let's go. And I'm going to work on some good music. Okay, clap your hands one time if you hear my voice. Clap a lot if you're just having a good old time. Okay, so we're going to switch it up. We normally do our workshops at this time, but we charge that we're going to try to make these literacy town halls fun, right? To make sure that people are enjoying themselves. And we didn't want to wait before doing some of the modeling or some of the things that we are doing at home. And so I'm so glad Mutaz came with us and said that he was an author, and had we known, we would have been able to celebrate your book. So let's give him a round of applause. But we did invite another West Ward, and this just went. Lucy, we did, and put your phone back on. Okay, so, we did invite another West Ward resident who is an author. Her name is Anissa Glanton Ross. Let's give it up. I just want to, even though the bio didn't come up, I'm just going to talk about what I know. I know that she's an author. She has a wonderful book. She's one of the authors that's going to be featured at Reading Under the Stars on August 6th. She also is an early childhood educator. She has, I don't know if I'm supposed to be telling all this, but she has a wonderful daycare in the South Ward. So let's give it West Ward. That's what we are, West Ward. It's right off of, I guess, South Orange Avenue. I did my little drive-by, yes. She's a devoted mom, an educator, a social worker, and an author. And for over 20 years, she's been working with the school districts as well as Love of Jesus Church in Newark and Young Disciples Ministry. She engages in outreach activities such as prison ministry. No one is left behind. Let's clap it up for that. feeding the community and working with youth groups. She's a graduate from Kane University. Let's give it up. And she's currently in, and you know I'm digging this right now. She is currently in a doctoral program for educational leadership. I love it. I love it. I love it. And she, it's a whole list of wonderful things, but she has a master's in social work, a BA in psychology and English. And I'm going to jump to what just stands out, an enormous love and passion for children. And she's coming to share her book, and she's going to do a book read. So we're going to invite some young people to come sit up here. Parents, if you have to sit with them, that's no problem. We get it. But let's invite this wonderful West Ward author. I hope you feel home. And thank you so much for joining this West Ward Literacy Town Hall. Come on and share your gift with us.
First and foremost, I just want to say it's an honor and privilege that I am here. I'm glad to be here with all of you guys, and I'm so, how can I put it? I like to hear the things in regards to who I am, but most importantly, my heart goes out to the youth. My heart goes out to the people. The accolades is good, the degrees as well, but at the end of the day, it's about how you impact another individual. So more importantly, I am a God-fearing woman. I'm a woman that have a heart for the youth and the kids, and I'm just like everyone else. I mean, it feels good to have the accolades and, again, all the credentials that I do have, but most importantly, I am nothing without you, and my heart goes out to the people, and what I can do and impact in a positive way another youth or individual is most important, and what I want to be known as. So I'm glad to have the privilege to read to the youth, and whenever I can, I am available. I'm sorry, one more thing. I also have a child care center. It's on Boylan Street. It's off of South Orange Avenue here in Newark. I service kids from 2.5 to 13 years old. I have an after-school program. I also have a summer program, a summer enrichment program, because although it's the summer and we do have fun in the summer, we also have to keep our brains and minds stimulated. So it's also an enrichment summer program. All right. The name of my book is Everyone's Amazing and Special. And the purpose of this book, I'm sorry, prior to me reading, is to let everyone know, no matter the color of their skin, no matter the disabilities, no matter the physical things of an individual, that everyone is unique in their own way. So that's the purpose of this book. And it's, again, everyone's amazing and special. And especially you guys. It's the first day of school. Miss Smith picks her scholars up from the playground, and they all walk to her class. When they get to the classroom, each scholar rushes to find the desk with their name. Slow down, scholars. Please, no running. Miss Smith goes to the board and writes her name. Hello, class. My name is Miss Smith. Welcome to a new year. The class shouts, hello, Miss Smith. It's going to be an amazing and special year. Do you know why? Miss Smith asks. Why? Asks the scholars. Because everyone in here is amazing and special. The scholars shouted excitedly, yes, we are amazing and special. Miss Smith noticed that Bella hasn't said hello. She appeared very, very sad. Miss Smith walks over to her. Are you okay? Bella replies, I don't want to be here. Oh my, Bella, Miss Smith says sadly. Why don't you want to be here? I don't want to talk about it. Please, leave me alone. Go away. It's not nice. Let's see what's wrong with Bella. Miss Smith said, class, let's welcome Bella. It's okay. Maybe Bella is just having a bad morning. We all have those sometimes, right? Yes, the scholars replied. Bella cries loudly. Just leave me alone. I don't want to be here. Miss Smith then turns to the scholars. It's not nice to stare. Everyone, please, go back to your seat. As the scholars walked away, Miss Smith says softly to Bella, "We will talk after class, if you like. Bella, you can excuse yourself and go to the bathroom to wipe your face." Without saying another word, Bella gets up and walks out of the class. The scholars ask Miss Smith, "What is wrong with Bella?" Miss Smith promised the class that she will find out. Miss Smith begins to teach her lesson as the scholars listen. Soon, Bella quietly returns. She goes to her seat and puts her head on her desk again. Miss Smith gives an instruction. Scholars, when I point at you, say your name and tell us why you think this school year will be amazing and special. She starts with the first desk to the right and works her way around the room. Josh says it's going to be an amazing and special year because I'm special. Miss Smith asks, "What makes you special?" Josh answers with confidence, "Because no one is me." Miss Smith smiles. "I like that answer," she says. Next is Adam's turn. "It's going to be an amazing and special year because I'm going to try hard to do my best." Good answer, Adam. I love the way my scholars are thinking. Melissa, it's your turn. "This school year is going to be amazing and special because I'm going to learn so much," Melissa says with a big grin. Every scholar besides Bella shares why the school year will be amazing and special. After every scholar has a turn, Miss Smith says, "Bella, you sure you don't want to tell us why the school year is going to be amazing and special to you?" Bella shakes her head while crying. Miss Smith says, "Okay, maybe later." Miss Smith moves on to another lesson. Shortly after, it was time for lunch. At lunchtime, Miss Smith noticed that Bella is eating alone and isn't talking to the other scholars. Miss Smith walks over to her. "Bella, what's wrong?" Bella begins to cry. "I don't want to talk about it. Please call my mom. I want to go home. I don't want to be here." Miss Smith responds, "It's okay. I understand," and walks away. Miss Smith calls Bella's mom. Bella's mom shares that her daughter hates her thick, curly hair, her full lips, and the scars that's on her arm from falling. Miss Smith says, "Thank you for telling me. I know what to do." During story time, I will have the class discuss different things they like about themselves and things they wish they could change. Hopefully, Bella will see that everyone has things about themselves they wish could be changed. After lunch, Miss Smith decides to break the scholars into groups. Scholars, instead of story time, we are going to talk about ourselves. The scholars are happy. "Can I go first?" says Michael. Sam shouts, "Can I go first?" Bella says softly, "I don't want to go." Miss Smith is not surprised, and so she replies, "Okay, Bella, you can just listen to the other scholars. I will put everyone's name on sticks and pull one to see who will go first." Miss Smith pulls Michael's name. "Okay, Michael, name some things you like about yourself and name some things you wish you could change about yourself." Michael answers, I love my pointy nose and I love my silky hair, but I wish my lips were a little bigger. The scholars were surprised. One kid yells, Michael, I love your tiny lips. I wish my lips looked like yours. Really? Michael says in disbelief. It is Eulene's turn. She says, I love my skin tone, but I wish my eyes weren't so round. A scholar said, wow, Eulene, I wish my eyes were round. Kim speaks next. I love my brown skin. I like everything about myself. I even love my hearing aid because it helps me to hear my mom sing my favorite songs. Next, it is Jennifer's turn. Jennifer says, what makes me special are the wheels on my wheelchair. I love how the wheels spin so fast and how I can move and get around in it. I feel amazing in my wheelchair. Yes, said Miss Smith, you are amazing. At the end of the class discussion, Bella asks, can I have a turn? Miss Smith replies, sure. I don't like my short, thick, curly hair or my big lips. I hate the scars on my arm, Bella says in a low voice. The scholars could hardly believe it. One scholar says, what? Why? Another says, I wish I had full lips like yours. I wish my hair was thick and curly like yours, shouts another. Hearing the other scholars say those nice things, Bella's face lights up with pride. Miss Smith turns to her. Your name, Bella, means beautiful. You are beautiful from head to toe. Miss Smith addresses all the scholars. See, class, everyone has things they like or love about themselves, and everyone may have things they wish they can change about themselves. Others love what you don't like about yourself and wish they had it. Miss Smith then said, this is going to be an amazing and special year because everyone here is amazing and special. As you grow, you must learn to love everything about yourself in their own unique way. Be happy with who you are.
Thank you so much. We're so excited. You are the dream we have for our young people to become writers. So thank you so much. And what's the name of your child care center? I just want to give you a shameless plug.
The Young Disciples, Future Leaders.
Yes. Let's give it up, and let's give it up for our children. Yes, so she's going to give the copies to the children and sign them so you can pick a fancy place, and we're going to have a quick book signing with our West Ward author. Thank you so much. Oh, good job, good job. We are transitioning, but again, I want to thank Anissa so much for stopping by her busy schedule to really show the beauty in the West Ward, and we feel appropriate. And again, I also have Mutaz's books right here. I'm reading it. Just give it up to our authors in the room. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now we're going to transition. We have 3 workshops. I'm going to explain when they are. We're also doing the resource fair. We're also making our place and eating some of this food. So you're going to probably be at the workshop chewing, and it's okay. We're family, right? We're sitting at the Filletta. We're sitting at the table, finding out who we are, right? We're going to get to know one another, and we're going to break some bread. We're going to do that all. Please don't leave, and then we're going to come back After it's only 30 minutes, come back, and you know that's going to go by quickly. Talk about some of the things from the survey, and we're going to close out. And we would have had an awesome, I think that we're having an awesome time in the West Ward. I'm enjoying myself. So we have 3 workshop leaders. Paula White, she's going to be talking about legislation, what's coming down the pike. I suggest the principals and stuff like that. We're going to be over there hearing what is going to be expected of our schools from New Jersey legislation. She represents that. She's been studying it. She's on the literacy working group. And so, Paula, we're so thankful that you're here from Jersey Can, and we're going to hear that. We have Deepa. Deepa, raise your hand. Deepa, I apologize. Pronounce your last name. Srinivasa Varadan. Did I do well? Yes, I was working on it. Yes, I was working on it. Okay, she is representing SPAN. It's a parent advocacy group. Parents, you have to get connected with SPAN. Sometimes you can go into these IEP meetings and you can have an advocate with you. That's what they represent. They're going to be doing a powerful workshop on milestones, knowing what markers our kids should be meeting at every age. That's powerful. I'm going to be in that one too. And the last one, hold on, is the summer slide from the library. This is important. Do you know that 20 to 27%, 20% of what you learn in reading, 27% of what they learn in math is lost in the summer. And that's equivalent to 1 grade level. You lose 1 grade level in the summer. I just want to give you the statistic. By reading 0 books, you can go backwards a grade level. And by reading 6 books, you can maintain or improve it. Right? So we have more than enough books. We learned from Muta that we got to be intentional. We're going to set that timer, and we're going to give ourselves an hour. Hey, read these awesome books we got. You know, everybody is special, and Monsters Under the Bed, and we got a whole host of books. So we're going to grab books. You have to read the books on grade level. So this only applies if it's on grade level. So not any 6 books. All right, so please engage. We have 30 minutes, eat, resource fair. You're going to hold your workshop where? Right here?
Right here.
Okay, you can take this section right here. Yep. All right, and then Deepa, raise your hand, Deepa. She's going to be talking about milestones in a library. You're going to be right there? Oh, right here. By your table? Oh, right there. All right, so let's go. Eating, resource table, workshop, all at the same time, 30 minutes, and we're going to come back. Come on, let's make some good noise.
You're the expert on your child. You know when they're able to do something or not, right? And then you feel, oh, my child is maybe not doing this as much as they should be doing it. So what do? If you turn to the next page, there are some activities.
We close out. Could you give Deepa and Paula and Paula a round of applause for such engaging workshops? Let's clap it up for them. Genius all over the room. And 2 things I need you to do. As we close out. All right. 2 things. Number 1, if you have not done so, and as we are closing out, I want all my young people to come up. As the young people and one parent come up with them, please go. Clap your hands 1 time if you hear my voice. Clap your hands 2 times if it's an awesome event. All right, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. All right, please go to the call of action menu. One of the reasons why we're here, We want parents to get involved. We want you to sign your kids up for tutoring, become a literacy ambassador, become a parent mentor, or be a ward captain for Nork Reads, hashtag Nork Reads Literacy Coalition, or other. Specify what's missing. But before we do that, I also want to say that our partners came here with so many gifts for our babies. This is from Panasonic. They are part of the Literacy Coalition. Everybody gets a book bag. You get 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 a book bag. Come on, come on. Yes. Yes, come on, get your book bags full of, and then Boys and Girls Club, they have goodies. UCC, they have goodies. Signed books. All right, everybody gets a book. You get a book. Come on, partners who gave. Wow, look at these color book bags. You get another book bag. 1, 2, 3, say cheese. Or say There are some wonderful events coming up. Please come to Reading Under the Stars on August the 6th. It is this on steroids. Please come and have a good time. Bring your summer chair. They're going to end the night by watching Mufasa. It's going to be food. It's going to be a wonderful time. It starts at 5 o'clock. Hold on, we're going to have time, I promise. And then our next Literacy Coalition is on August 23rd in the North Ward. Let's give it up for the North Ward. And we will be giving the dates for the next 2 wards on that day. And I want to end by saying, please sign up, do the call of action menu, and thank you, West Ward. This was such an engaging literacy town hall. Let's give it up for the West Ward. And lastly, we want to thank our mayor for making all of this possible, Mayor Raz J. Baraka. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a blessed day, everyone.